What's up, everybody? Thanks for checking out Hunt, Shoot, Live. Super pumped about this episode because I'm about to start a 3-day long camping trip. It's the opener of our rifle season. I'm going to finish out this evening, hopefully get a little muzzleload hunt in, and last day to try to get a bear. So I'm camping, man. I'm setting up camp here. I am just getting started. Super excited. This is no backcountry hunt by any means, but you know, we hunt about 3,000 acres here at home, and this is private land, and I'm just camping, hanging out, having a good time. So you guys join me for my adventure this weekend. I'm super pumped. Hope the weekend, you know, I've got tons of expectations, but you know, my number one expectation is just to relax and have a good time. So there's one thing for certain: I'm gonna kill a ton of time. Absolutely. A lot has transpired since I did my intro. I've got the tent up. I've just got to put my stove together. I've got fire, wood cut and ready. It's looking good. Camp is looking really good. Got some extra in the back of the truck right there. Hopefully it's about 3 o'clock, so hopefully I can get the stove together in enough time and still get on up here and get a muzzleload hunt in for the evening. Got my tent set up, got the stove ready, got a bunch of wood cut and prepped for the stove. Going to eat some bear cracklings and have a little bit to put in the stomach real quick, and we're going hunting. If you're going to camp any in cold weather, this Lux Outdoor Megahorn tent is just unbeatable with the stove, Wild West stove. Zach and I had this in, well, you can check out the review on the channel. Zach and I had this in Idaho, basically in a snowstorm, 20-mile-an-hour winds. Slept all night like it was nothing. Excellent tent, even without the stove. Windproof, you know, partially insulated. It's a really good tent. Makes it very comfortable to be outside. That's master of the obvious. It's supposed to be down in the 20s, maybe the teens, next couple of days, or at least the nights and the morning, so maybe in the tent quite a bit instead of sitting by the fire outside. Depends on how much the wind's blowing. Alright, we're in. I'm not where I wanted just because I don't have time, but it's still a beautiful spot. The wind's blowing. It's blowing the wrong way. That was another thing that kept me from going a ridge over. I had some Vaseline and cotton balls here. I like to use those to help even when I'm using a lighter. Very good. Clutch Outdoors fire starter. Got it going. Alright, so it was an eventful first evening. Hope you guys can sort of see what's going on in here. At least see what I'm doing. Cooking some dinner. Got some Mountain House freeze-dried beef stew. Give you a little tip, hot tip about these Mountain House meals. It says it's for 2 servings or 2.5 servings, and you can eat right out of the bag. It's a bad idea to eat right out of the bag because, or at least for me anyway, I almost never want to eat all of it at once. And if you've put your water in the bag already, you've got all this slop in here but it's so much easier. See, I've left this dry. I've poured out what I want to eat in this. I've left this dry, and I'll put it aside, and it'll be nice. Like, I could roll that up and put that in my backpack and not worry about it leaking out or anything, but if you fix it all, see, this one says 2.5 servings. So I just like to do mine that way. Got it ready right here. Got my water boiling over here on the stove. Just gonna chill this evening. Just saw that little 4-point earlier. Showed you guys. Probably saw 3 does, 3 yearlings earlier. Didn't get that on film, but the wind was really bad. It was cold. Pretty uneventful first sit. But we're going to just chill this evening. We'll read a book, keep the fire going, and we'll hike in the morning. I'm not going to hike in the dark. I'm going to let it get daylight and just slowly hike in, because I'm right in hunting territory here. So I don't really want to bump stuff in the dark, but give it a go tomorrow, opening day of rifle season. Alright, day 1 of rifle season. It was a cold night. I learned some valuable lessons, so I'll share them with you. First off, go ahead and put all your clothes on. All of them. And I should have known this. I've camped in the cold many times. It's crazy how simple, how easy you forget. Secondly, keep the fire going all night. Even if you had to wake up every now and again. You won't regret waking up and still having a fire going, so you can cook your breakfast. And third, be sure you blow your sleeping pad up completely, because it will deflate through the night, or at least mine does. Actually, fourth, I'm going to share one more. Have a pillow. Make yourself a pillow. Use your backpack. Don't think that you'll be okay without one. You won't. So, here we go. It's a beautiful cold morning, frost on the ground. Can't shoot a bear today, but hopefully we just see a big buck. We won't need a bear. It's a beautiful buck, but I've killed him like that before. I'll hold off. I'm gonna hold off. I mean, the fact of the matter is, it's not just about getting meat. I can get a doe for that. killed bucks like this one. It's a beautiful buck, but you can't kill a bigger one if you keep settling. Just caught a group of about 6 doe and yearling working their way over the ridge, just feeding. Beautiful sunrise on opening day rifle season. It's been a great morning, but really all the action was right off the bat. First thing, everything was coming in this morning, but even hiking in, I had in mind in years past the big ridge behind us here. We've seen bucks, we've glassed bucks, but this is just such a hard place to come to. And that's why I wanted to camp, kind of camp halfway and be able to hunt it, just be closer to it. But man, I've not seen the first deer on it yet. All of the deer were earlier, and that buck that I got on film was 400 yards from my camp. So, but we'll hunt just a little bit. I'm getting pretty hungry, and I didn't carry anything out here, so we'll hunt a little bit more and then head back to camp. Back at camp, boiling some water. Got the Crux Light boiler. If you have not had granolas with blueberries, almonds, and milk, you're missing out. I could eat this every day, regardless of whether I'm hunting or not. And a pro tip, make sure you put a little too much water in it, because you end up with this like sweet milk in this. So it's like nice warm oatmeal with blueberries, and then when you get done you get to drink some good warm sugary milk. Probably my favorite backpack meal. So this morning, we saw the partial shooter. It's the only buck I saw. Yesterday we saw that big forky. So ton of does, but really no action where I'm at. Talked on the radio with some of the other guys. I think they're seeing some bucks, but I've not heard any gunshots, so I'm assuming no triggers have been pulled. I'm going to chill here at camp for a while, try to get up with a few people, and see what the wind direction is to determine where I'm going to sit this evening. Back out for the evening. No deer other than those last ones I got on film, but I spotted a bobcat. Thought I had missed the opportunity to get it, and man, two bobcats ran out, and I had to get the shot before it got gone. But I'm pretty sure I nailed it. That was really cool. That was the one that was wetted. So, not a shot should be laying there. I guess it didn't understand why it wasn't coming in. it is. Pretty good sized bobcat. Yeah, good sized bobcat. Big male. That's pretty awesome. I hadn't seen a bobcat in a while. Well, let's get back to deer hunting. Well, that's the end of day one. I never saw anything after I saw those, after I killed the bobcat. Definitely gonna hunt a different spot tomorrow. Really where I was at yesterday morning, walking through to get to that spot, seemed like there was more deer, so probably give that a go. Sit that out a little more. But it was awesome killing a bobcat. It was really cool. And I did check the regs, and apparently I could have killed that second one, because you're allowed 2 per hunting party per day. So I could have killed both of those, but it's okay. I mean, I didn't need to kill both of them. We'll let the one go on to do some breeding and passing on for other hunters to be able to enjoy. I'm going to enjoy the fire a little bit here tonight. My buddy Matt's supposed to be coming. We'll see if he makes it. But, catch you bright and early. Morning of day 2 rifle season. We're getting ready to hike in. I got my buddy Matt with me. Had some deer snorting at us this morning when we woke up and was coming out the tent. So it's really nice. It was a little bit warmer. I'm going to say it's like high 20s or low 30s, so much warmer than it was yesterday. But wind's laying down for now. Wind was bad last night. We're going to try to kill us a big buck. Good 8 or 9 point. It sounded like I thumped it. I'll give it a minute. It's about 275 yards. I'll give it a minute. And we'll go see how some running down. But I lost sight of it because of the hill. It should be somewhere right in here. Down. Oh yeah, I see horn. I see horn, baby. Right there. Oh yeah, see what we got. Oh yeah, nice mature 8 point. What a bruiser. That's a good buck, man. Super heavy 8 point, beautiful symmetrical rack. What a beast of a body too. Just a big swelled up neck. That is a beautiful deer. I set up at first this morning. I hadn't got any film yet because I'd hiked probably about a half mile from camp and had yet to see a deer. Wind's blowing real bad. I sat back there where I had saw a bunch of does yesterday morning that I got on film. Nothing in the thickets this morning. So I thought, well, I'm just gonna still hunt up the field edge and look up these different valleys as I'm going. And I'll be daggone, man, on the second side that I came to, I saw him 275 yards. I had the camera set up. I've not looked yet to see if I caught the shot. I hope I did, but I shot and he ran right down here. And here he is. Beautiful Southwest Virginia 8-point. This has been a freaking awesome hunt, man. Killed a big bobcat yesterday. Saw another one with it. Good camp last night and the night before. Froze my hind end off by myself the night before. My buddy Matt camped with me last night. Had a good time. Well, as we always say, now the work begins. Got back to camp, just got the buck sitting. Enjoying the fire, drinking some coffee, enjoying the view. Me and Matt are walking in for the evening. I got my buck this morning, but I'm gonna do some glassing and see if I can't maybe at least spot one and tell somebody about it. Matt's gonna go back to where he hunted this morning. He saw a small 8. Did you see a doe?
Yeah, a doe.
Doe and a small 8-point and a 4-point. But it's warmed up a whole lot. I'd say it's probably 45 or 50 right now. Wind's still blowing just a little, but thankfully not as bad as it was. But change of scenery for me. And I'm going right up there. Get the spot and scope out, chill out, and glass a little bit. That was 3 little 15-inch wide 8-points, and I'm sure from the video it's hard to tell them apart because they're almost identical. But those will be great deer next year, but they're just not there this year. But 3 of them all in the same spot. There was one doe. A couple of them chased it around just a little bit. I tried to get it on camera, and I think I might have got 2 of them in frame at once. But anyway, it's fun to watch that. Oh, bittersweet. The end of hunt camp. It was way too short. I guess a good time is never long enough, but had a super awesome several days. A couple bitter cold, but you know, that really, it's the misery that you go through during those times that gets you the things that give you the memories that when you look back on them, you want to repeat that. So it's almost like the more difficult it is, the more fun it is to look back on. And that's a hard lesson to learn. But sure is made a whole lot easier when at the end of it you've got a big bobcat and a great buck. So I'm very happy about that. I don't want to tear down camp. I'd love to camp more. But just got to get back to the real world. But blessed, thank God, I'm able to get out in this beautiful country and do this. Have to make this a tradition every year. There's more hunting to be done this year. Shoot some does, long range some does. A lot of good times to be had yet. Appreciate you guys for checking out Hunt, Shoot, Live. As always, God bless you. We'll see you next time.